just push it and let it go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you filming?
Yes.
Hi folks, this is Wesley with Expandacraft on a test ride, the first inaugural ride with a gas-powered motor. This one is a 6 horsepower Yamaha, weighs the same as a 4 horsepower. Way more power than I need for this. This is a Grumman aluminum 15-foot flatback canoe, and we have 12-foot 9-inch Expandacraft outriggers on this. We are in the beautiful Ocklawaha River near the Ocklawaha Bay. And if you've seen my last video, you've seen that with this particular model, I'm going to point down here, I used a clamping system that doesn't have any drill holes in the aluminum canoe. Because this has a very stout gunnel, I was able to make this, which involves a lot of the area. I'm going to smooth over these edges. This is just the first day, remember. And I'm going to get rid of all these cross tubes here, the ones that came with the boat, because you don't need them anymore, because this acts as the rigidity that you need for the shape of the canoe. We got 11 miles per hour or 12 miles per hour with this motor. It's way more power than it really needs. You're not going to go crazy fast. It's not a planing hull boat, and it doesn't have a really long center hull to get slicker through the water. But it is fun. I'm going to take a little blast and you'll see. Let's see, where am I? And you'll notice too that it has a little rattling in it. That's because it's these aluminum decks. Oh yeah, one more thing. The aluminum decks I cut short. They're not 6-footers. So that you could sit in the canoe seats and still paddle this boat quite well. But remember, when you put an outrigger kit like you see us doing here, you're no longer relegated to using the canoe seat. So here we go with a nice little run. One thing you might have noticed is that the bow did come up a little bit. That's because, one, we got a 6 horsepower motor in the back, and I put the outriggers here farther towards the back, knowing that I was going to put this big motor on it. So if you meet an oncoming wave or something, the bow high is pretty good. But also, there's just the 2 of us on board. If you had 4 people on board, or even 3, you could have one person all the way forward in the front seat. And again, remember, you're not relegated to using the canoe seat. You could remove that and put a Tommy Bahama chair. And so you could have, you know, Cleopatra up front with the body weight forward. That'll help keep the bow down. When the bow is down, it rides flatter in the water, so it's actually more efficient, especially if you're not plowing through the water at full speed. 8 miles per hour is a good speed for this boat. It's the least amount of effort for the motor. It doesn't make as much noise. You can still talk above it, but it is a gas motor, but it runs like a little sewing machine. So there's your wrap up of the Expandacraft, the 12-foot, the 15-foot Grumman aluminum boat with the 12-foot 9-inch Expandacraft outriggers and a 6-horse Yamaha 4-stroke. Expandacraft.com. Check us out.